The anti-Semitism is absolutely horrible. What we saw on October 7th and all of the anti-Semitism we've seen around the United States since then, I think it's just been horrifying. I think we're waking up to the fact that there is this extreme hate for Jewish people that we didn't know existed, that has been sown into the minds of our young people. And it's up to all of us to stand up and to push back and to say, absolutely not.
Yeah, I just want to tell you thank you because I quit and you guys didn't. And I have so much respect and admiration for all of you for sticking in there. My sister also taught until just a few years ago when she also said, I'm done. You guys sticking in and doing this work are going to help a lot of us get back to the classroom. And so you have been called for such a time as this. God has placed you in this place for this opportunity. And I just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart.
So I don't know if anybody has any questions or just something to share. We'd love to hear from you. And I think there are some microphones. I think there are microphones around the room, so that hopefully people will come over.
Yeah, Q&A will be over here. If you can line up behind Jamie, please state your name, where you're from, and then your brief question. I will be holding on to the mic.
My name is Brooke Weiss. I started the 11th chapter of Moms for Liberty in the Nation. Hello, Pat. Hello, Tiffany.
Hey, Brooke.
Y'all give her a hand. She's a warrior.
Quick question. You covered a lot. When I met the two of you for the first time in the summer of 2021, I told you that we were engaged in a spiritual battle. And 4.5 years later, I still believe that to be true. You talked about a whole lot. Can you speak a little bit to the explosion of anti-Semitism? We know that that is happening on college campuses, but we also know that it's now happening in K through 12. So can you briefly touch on that?
Yeah, I think what we're seeing on the college campuses is just a reflection of the seeds of division have been sown in our children's minds for years in the public education system, whether we knew it or not. Brooke has been such a warrior and has dealt with a lot of anti-Semitism. In fact, it was an issue of her daughter being exposed to a lesson plan that wanted her to talk about what was worse, the Holocaust or slavery. Imagine that. I don't remember how old she was. I think she was in middle school or early high school. The issue is never the issue. The issue is always the revolution. They are Marxists. I say we're in the middle of a cultural revolution because we are. They want to destroy Western civilization. And so, these kids, it's why you have Queers for Palestine. It's like, listen, you'd be killed in Palestine. Like, I remember doing an interview with Al Jazeera, and they were giving me a hard time about some of the books in the libraries and our criticism of the books. I was like, if you're gay in Qatar, you get killed. You can't be gay. Like, give me a break. So it's not, the anti-Semitism is absolutely horrible. What we saw on October 7th and all of the anti-Semitism we've seen around the United States since then, I think it's just been horrifying. I think we're waking up to the fact that there is this extreme hate for Jewish people that we didn't know existed, that has been sown into the minds of our young people. And it's up to all of us to stand up and to push back and to say, absolutely not. But we have to remember that I don't think it's I actually think the kids, they don't know what they're fighting for. They have no idea. They don't know what from the river to the sea means. They have no idea. They are tools that are being used to try to destroy our country. And it's going to take us, the adults, to tell them to knock it off. And I'm so thankful for President Trump and for Linda McMahon for stopping the incredible anti-Semitism and Jewish hate that we've seen on these college campuses. And I think, I do think that they're making a difference.